Welcome back to HD Coins World, your ultimate destination for discovering rare and valuable coins hiding in your pocket change. In today's video, we're diving into the world of Kennedy half-dollar coins, highlighting 3 of the most sought-after and valuable ones. These coins might look like just another piece of change, but with the right knowledge, they could be worth a fortune. Whether you're a beginner or an expert collector, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for to spot these hidden treasures. Let's get started and see how you can turn a simple coin into a major profit. Number 1. Hey there, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Welcome to HD Coins World, your go-to place for discovering hidden treasures in the world of rare coins. Today, we've got something truly special for you, the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar coin. It might just be sitting in your pocket change right now, waiting to be discovered. So, if you're ready to dive into the world of coin collecting and unlock the potential of these valuable coins, stay tuned. Now, you might be wondering, what makes the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar so special? Well, this coin is incredibly rare and valuable, and here's the secret. It's all about the condition. The 1972 Kennedy half-dollar was minted in massive numbers, but a few key characteristics make certain coins stand out, making them worth a lot more than face value. First off, how can you tell if your coin is rare or not? The most important thing to look for is the condition of the coin. Coins that are in excellent condition, with little to no wear and tear, can be worth much more than others. If you have a 1972 Kennedy half-dollar that looks nearly brand new, it's already off to a good start. But there's one more key feature to keep an eye on, the D mint mark. The D indicates that the coin was minted in Denver, and if it's in the right condition, it could be a hidden treasure. Next, let's talk about what to look for. If you find a Kennedy half-dollar from 1972, inspect the coin closely. The strike quality is essential. The details on the coin should be sharp and clear, especially on the Kennedy portrait and the eagle on the reverse. Look out for any errors or variations. Sometimes, coins can have mistakes during the minting process, which can significantly increase their value. And remember, the more you learn about different types of rare coins, the better you'll get at spotting these hidden gems. So, how do you get started in coin collecting for a big profit? Well, first, start by studying the coins you already have. Check your pocket change regularly, and take the time to understand what makes certain coins valuable. If you find something like the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar, you could be holding a small fortune in your hands. Building a collection takes time, but the rewards can be huge. It's all about patience, knowledge, and a keen eye for detail. Now, you might be wondering, what do I do if I have a rare coin? If you find a coin like this, the first step is to get it appraised by a professional coin dealer or use online resources to get an estimate of its value. Keep the coin in pristine condition by storing it in a protective case, like a flip or a holder, to prevent any damage. Remember, the better the condition, the higher the value. Now, when it comes to selling your rare coin, you've got a few options. If you're looking to sell online, websites like eBay are great platforms to reach a wide audience of collectors. Just be sure to take clear, high-quality photos and provide an honest description of the coin's condition. You can also use specialized coin auction sites, where rare coins are often sold to the highest bidder. These sites attract serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for valuable coins. But where should you sell your coin for the biggest profit? Well, your best bet is often to use auction houses or coin dealers who specialize in rare coins. These experts know the market and can help you get the best price for your 1972 Kennedy half-dollar. Some high-end auction houses even sell rare coins for tens of thousands of dollars, so don't underestimate the value of your collection. Alright, here's the big reveal. The price of the 1972 Kennedy half-dollar can vary significantly, depending on the coin's condition. A coin in average circulated condition might be worth anywhere from $10 to $25. But if you've got one in mint condition or with a rare error, the price could skyrocket. In fact, some of these coins have sold at auction for over $62,000 depending on their condition. That's right, you could be holding a rare coin worth thousands of dollars without even knowing it. So, next time you come across a Kennedy half-dollar, don't just toss it aside, take a closer look. You might have a rare treasure just waiting to be discovered. Thanks for watching today's video. If you found this information helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update from HD Coins World. Remember, in the world of coin collecting, there's always more to discover, and your next big find could be just around the corner. Number 2. Hey, coin collectors and history lovers. Welcome to HD Coins World, the channel where we uncover the hidden treasures of the past, one coin at a time. Today, we're diving into a coin that might be sitting in your pocket change right now, the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar coin. This coin is special, and you'll want to pay close attention, because it could be worth a lot more than you think. The 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar is part of a special series created to celebrate America's Bicentennial. These coins were minted to mark 200 years since the United States gained its independence. It was a big deal back then, and it's still a big deal today. If you're lucky enough to find one, it might just be a hidden treasure. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know if my 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar is rare or valuable? Well, let's talk about how to check. First, take a close look at the coin. The condition is everything. Coins that are in excellent or uncirculated condition are far more valuable than those that are worn down or damaged. Look at the details on the coin. Is the image of John F. Kennedy's profile sharp and clear? Does the reverse side with the bicentennial design show crisp details of the bell and the 13 stars? The clearer and sharper those details, the more valuable your coin might be, but there's something even more important to check. The 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar was minted in large quantities, so the coin itself isn't rare. But certain mistakes during the minting process can make it incredibly valuable. For example, if your coin has a doubling error, where the image appears twice on the coin, that's a sign you've found something special. Those types of coins are worth a lot more than the standard versions. You'll also want to check for any unusual markings, unusual wear, or other distinctive features that could indicate the coin is rare. Alright, let's talk about how you can start a valuable coin collection for big profits. Coin collecting isn't just about collecting coins, it's about learning, observing, and finding those hidden gems that could be worth thousands of dollars. Start by researching different coin types, their historical significance, and the mintage numbers. For instance, with the 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollar, you'll want to know how many were made and how the coin's condition affects its value. The more knowledge you have, the more likely you are to spot a rare and valuable coin in your collection or in your pocket change. So, what do you do if you find a rare coin like this? If you think you've found a valuable Kennedy half-dollar, the first step is to preserve it. Make sure it stays in excellent condition by storing it properly. Don't just toss it into your drawer with all the other coins. Invest in a coin holder or a protective case to keep it safe. The value of a coin can drop significantly if it's scratched, bent, or damaged in any way. Now, let's talk about how to sell your rare coin and turn that treasure into cash. One of the easiest ways is to sell it on online marketplaces like eBay. These platforms allow you to list your coin for auction, where interested buyers from all over the world can place bids. When listing your coin, be sure to upload clear, high-quality images of both the front and back, and provide an honest description of the coin's condition. Remember, the more transparent you are, the more likely you are to get the price you're hoping for. But for those seeking the best profits, auctions are where the big money is. For rare and valuable coins, coin auctions are the way to go. Auction houses that specialize in rare coins often bring in serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for a valuable piece. In fact, some of these rare 1776 to 1976 Kennedy half-dollars have been known to sell for astonishing amounts at auctions. So, if you have a rare coin, consider reaching out to a coin auction house where your coin can attract the right kind of attention from serious buyers. Here's something interesting. This coin's value has been rising every day, and some experts believe the 1776 to 1976 D. Kennedy half dollar could one day be worth over $1 million. That's right. As time goes on, the rarity and historical significance of this coin could make it even more valuable. Alright, now for the big reveal. How much is your 1776 to 1976 D. Kennedy half dollar actually worth? Well, the price can vary depending on the condition of your coin. In general, if your coin is in average circulated condition, you might be looking at around $5 to $10. But if your coin is in mint condition, you could get anywhere from $15 to $50. However, here's where things get interesting. If you have one of those rare era coins, it could fetch a staggering price. Some of these rare 1776 to 1976 D. Kennedy half dollars have been known to sell for as much as $120,000 at auction, depending on the condition and rarity. So, there you have it. The 1776 to 1976 D. Kennedy half dollar is more than just a piece of history. It could be your ticket to a valuable collection or even a huge profit. Remember, it all comes down to knowing what to look for, preserving your coins properly, and selling them through the right channels. Thanks for joining me on this exciting journey into the world of coin collecting. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting content from HD Coins World. Keep searching through your change. Your next big find could be just around the corner. Number 3. Hey, coin collectors and enthusiasts, welcome back to HD Coins World. Today, we're diving into one of the most sought-after coins in the world of US coinage, the 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar. This coin might look like just another half dollar to the untrained eye, but trust me, it could be hiding a fortune in your pocket change. You've heard the saying. The treasure is in the details. And when it comes to rare coins, that couldn't be more accurate. The 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar isn't rare in the way you might think, but certain ones have characteristics that can make them incredibly valuable. In fact, if you know exactly what to look for, you could be holding onto a coin worth thousands of dollars without even realizing it. So, how do you know if your 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar is one of these hidden treasures? First, let's talk about how to check if your coin is rare. The most important thing is to inspect its condition. Coins that are well preserved and have sharp, clear details are much more valuable than worn-down ones. Look at the image of President Kennedy. Is it crisp and clear? Is the reverse, featuring the eagle, sharp and defined? The more details you can see, the better, but condition alone isn't enough. There are also rare minting errors to look for. Sometimes coins are struck with defects that make them valuable, like double strikes, missing letters, or uneven designs. If your 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar has one of these errors, you could be looking at a coin that's worth far more than its face value. Now, how do you know if your 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar is a true treasure? Well, the 1971 D coin is not rare by itself. Millions of these were minted. However, it's the condition and any potential errors that can make it stand out from the rest. So, check for imperfections like doubling on the date or design. Even small mistakes during the minting process can drastically increase a coin's value. So, now you're thinking, okay, I think I've got something special. But how do I turn this into a profit? Great question. The next step is to preserve your coin. If you have a rare or valuable coin, you want to make sure it stays in excellent condition. Store it in a coin holder or a protective case. Handling the coin with care and keeping it free from scratches, dirt, and wear will help maintain its value. Never clean a coin. That can decrease its worth. Now, let's get into how to sell your rare coin. If you've got a 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar, and it's in good condition, you're probably wondering how to cash in. One of the easiest ways is to sell your coin on online marketplaces like eBay. Listing your coin on eBay gives you access to a huge audience of coin collectors and buyers who might be interested in your rare find. When listing your coin, make sure to take high-quality pictures, especially close-ups that show the details of the coin. A well-done listing will help attract buyers who are willing to pay top dollar for it. If you want to go the extra mile and get the best possible price, consider putting your coin up for auction. Rare and valuable coins often perform well in auctions because they attract serious collectors who are willing to bid big to get their hands on a unique piece. Specialized coin auctions are a great way to maximize your profit. These auctions have experts who know exactly what your coin is worth and will help ensure it's sold to the right buyer. This is where you might see some pretty impressive results. Now, let's talk about the value of your 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar. In average circulated condition, you could expect your coin to be worth around $3 to $10. But if your coin is in excellent condition with no wear, or if it has a minting error, the price could go much higher. In fact, depending on the condition and rarity of the coin, the 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar has been known to sell for as much as $92,000 at auction. Yes, you heard that right. If your coin has the right characteristics, it could fetch a small fortune. So, what's the takeaway here? The 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar might just look like another coin in your pocket, but with a little research and attention to detail, you could be sitting on a treasure. Check your coin for condition and any minting errors, preserve it properly, and then consider selling it through platforms like eBay or auctions to make the most profit. Coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's an investment. And with rare finds like the 1971 D. Kennedy half dollar, you could be well on your way to building a valuable collection that could bring in big returns. Thank you for joining me today on this exciting journey through the world of rare coins. If you learned something new or have found some hidden treasures in your own change, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting coin discoveries here on HD Coins World. Keep searching through your coins. You never know when you might stumble upon your next big find.